Hi, my name is Eric Bobek, and I followed the Leadership with Sense course to reflect on and strengthen my personal leadership. My personal and actually also professional challenge is to create a high-performing team working together effectively with people of very differing backgrounds. And this is challenging. The course has given me various insights. First, my vision. What is a high-performing team? For me, it all starts with having an aligned value set. It is about, while people can have different skill sets and backgrounds, there must be a commonality in the value set. And this should be outspoken. And what I'm particularly searching for is a culture where people are proactive, where people have a can-do mentality, where people are focused on creating value for the company, and where people collaborate. Secondly, the culture should be innovative. We should have a space where ideas can be shared freely, where people feel free to speak up, where things can be trialed, and also where either failures or successes can be celebrated. The culture should also be collaborative, right? People need to help each other, and also people need to ask for help, as the field that we operate in is highly complex. I also strive for a culture of continuous learning. I believe that to drive innovation, one should always keep also growing and innovating oneself. And that is what we also should do also together in the workplace. And finally, what I look for is to also have a culture that is friendly, where people are kind, nice to each other, and help each other. Coming back to the course. So this course has given me a couple of very valuable reflections, and what resonated most with me is the framework of the 3 Gs, which is to be genuine, to be generous, and generative. And I'll share a few reflections that I also will use moving forward. So to me, being genuine is about always acting with integrity, and doing and saying what feels right, and to speak up and to act when things don't feel right. It's also about being able to balance personal and company objectives, especially when dealing with team members, and to always be consistent so that people can trust and actually anticipate that you always act with a certain, let's say, a certain anchor of integrity. So my action here, so I believe that let's say this is a value that is very close to my heart. So I believe that I already practice this. I believe that what is important is two things: is to actually create more moments with people from the team, also from different levels, so that more people can interact with me in different settings, not just in meetings. So my action is actually to plan like lunch meetings with my team members, so that people can, interact with me more, understand more how I think, and can also share have an opportunity to share their ideas. The second thing is to share feedback faster. So sometimes at work, various work is presented at various levels of quality. Sometimes very good, sometimes a bit less good. So I believe it's important to share that feedback immediately, right away. The second pillar to me is to be generous. And this means to me to be approachable, to be seen as someone that always is available to help and has the best interest of the person, but also the company at heart. This also means to be accessible, to have time, and also to not be judgmental, and creating a safe space for people to work in. Here my action is to be, first of all, is is to, let's say, pace myself. And what I mean by that is to slow down, is to create a bit more space, to have time for people to be able to actually listen to them, deep listening. And also to be a bit more patient. So as I said, I work with people of different levels and different backgrounds. People have different ways of explaining their ideas, different speeds of coming to ideas. So I believe I need to allow for a bit more pace with some people, and to create a bit more calmness. The last element is about being generative. This is about creating a culture of collaboration and innovation, where people feel free to share and to contribute their ideas. And this allows for input sharing by different people, benefiting from the creativity, the full creativity of the group, and taking in perspectives from people at different seniority levels, different skill set, different backgrounds, and different ideas altogether. My action here is to actually start by sharing my expectation that this should be the norm, right? So people should bring forward their ideas, and it should be known that this is, let's say, this is the culture that and the behavior that we strive for. There's also an action for me to allow people to contribute, to share, also to make some mistakes. And what I will practice is to always be the last one to speak. This way, a space is created for people to share. This allows me to hear all the ideas, bring everything together before actually sharing the conclusion. So this has brought some tangible actions for me. So I did not want to actually elaborate more or to come up with more actions. So these are very tangible actions in 3 areas that I believe will help achieve the high performance culture that we strive for.